Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Department of Labor and Industry's annual stuffed toy donation event. This is the official kickoff to the holiday season here at the LNI headquarters in Harrisburg. This is always one of our favorite traditions of the year. It's a moment that brings together the spirit of public service and the joy of giving, and of course, a few familiar faces, including our friends at the Department of Human Services and Santa himself. Now, before we get to the fun part, I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible work that goes into this event. Every stuffed toy that you see here has been tested and inspected by the Bureau of Occupational and Industrial Safety to make sure it is safe, clean, and ready to bring a smile to a child's face. It's one of those uniquely LNI traditions that reminds us what our work really means: protecting people's safety while helping make the holidays brighter for families across Pennsylvania. Now, with all of that said, to officially kick things off, please join me in welcoming the Secretary of Labor, Nancy Walker.
Well, good morning, everyone. And as Trevor said, this is, according to Labor and Industry, our official start to the holiday season. It's wonderful to be here with Executive Deputy Secretary Andrew Barnes from DHS. Welcome to anyone from DHS who's here today. Welcome to the people from the Department of Labor and Industry, all our colleagues and friends. Thank you for being here. And perhaps most importantly, thank you, Santa, for joining us this morning. Throughout the year, the Bureau of Occupational and Industrial Safety inspects hundreds of stuffed toys. They want to make sure that they meet strict safety standards before they reach store shelves and ultimately get into the hands of young people across Pennsylvania. And these inspections ensure that every single solitary stuffed toy in Pennsylvania has been, in fact, tested. It's been labeled. There are no small choking parts. Nothing is flammable, to make sure that we're protecting the youngest among us from hazards. When their work is done, all of them find their way to these shelves behind me. And in fact, this year we have, believe it or not, 1,086 stuffed toys that we are giving away this year. It is, for whatever reasons, a 45% increase from last year, and it is the largest number of toys that we've been able to hand out to students and to children across Pennsylvania. I want to recognize the folks from the Bureau of Occupational and Industrial Safety that do this work. Could you just raise your hands, please? Thank you so much. And I also want to thank all of the folks from the Department of Human Services that make this holiday season so special for so many people, and really starting this Holiday Wish program out with a bang. So we all know that Governor Shapiro often tells us how much public service is about lifting people up and making sure that they are safe and productive and living good and healthy and happy lives. And this is really such a good reflection of how two different agencies join together to be one team to make sure that we make this program a success across Pennsylvania. So thank you to everyone who's collected, inspected, packages, sends out, and make sure that the holiday seasons are happy for children across Pennsylvania. And for everyone out there, particularly this time of year, and particularly this moment in time, anyone who has a little extra, please look for someone around you who is in need, who could use something from all of us. So for whatever holiday you are celebrating, I wish you a happy one. And with that, I will turn it back over to Trevor.
Thank you, Secretary Walker, for those inspiring words and for reminding us what this season is all about. Now to share a few words from our partners who make sure these toys find their way to the hands of children across Pennsylvania. Please help me welcome the Department of Human Services Executive Deputy Secretary Andrew Barnes.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew Barnes. I'm here on behalf of Secretary Valar Kush here with the Department of Human Services, and I serve as the Executive Deputy Secretary. This is my second year I've been able to come in a row. It's always so much fun to see the stuffed animals behind us and what we're about to venture into with our Holiday Wish program. So I'll tell you a little bit about the Holiday Wish, What do we do with these stuffed animals? And just so you know, they go across the entire Commonwealth for individuals that are working with our county assistance offices. Those are individuals in need that are coming to the Department of Human Services and seeking out benefits. And these stuffed animals get put along with the presents that they would ultimately say, we want to make sure our family members get. So in addition to the stuffed animals, we make sure that individuals say, I need some clothes, some diapers, et cetera. So I just really appreciate Secretary Walker inviting us here today and all the great work that we do to keep children safe in the Commonwealth. Because every child deserves a joyous holiday season. I have great memories of watching my children open their presents and seeing their faces light up, but we know not every family always has the means to make that happen in this very special way. That's why a dedicated and caring group of employees here in the Commonwealth started the Commonwealth's annual Holiday Wish program back in 1989. It has since grown to include hundreds of employees in several departments across the Commonwealth. It reaches thousands of individuals each year and Pennsylvanians throughout this holiday season. We're able to ensure that individuals in need come to our county assistance offices seeking various services, whether it's our LIHEAP program, our opportunities for SNAP, maybe some additional needy programs, and ultimately, if you have a desire to participate in the Holiday Wish program. People turn to DHS, obviously, when they're facing impossible choices, sometimes between whether they put food on their table, fill their prescriptions, or heat their homes. People reach out to us during challenging times, and they deserve not only the open hand, but especially during the holiday season, which is why our mission at DHS is to ensure every Pennsylvanian has the resources they need to fulfill their basic needs and live the lives with dignity we all deserve. Our county assistance workers identify Commonwealth families and other older adults that might be in need of participating in the Holiday Wish. The Holiday Wish families select a few gifts that they need or would like to receive. As I mentioned, sometimes in need of clothes, shoes, a Christmas tree, or even a bed. Then generous and caring state employees sponsor a family or an individual so they can receive special gifts. And these include our L&I inspected stuffed toys behind me. With the help of our friends here at L&I, other agencies across the Commonwealth, and the Pennsylvania National Guard, gather all of these together in December, and we send these gifts to the Holiday Wish families across PA. We'll have that event over in the Keystone Building in December. All children deserve a joyous and special holiday season, and the Holiday Wish program allows us to give just a little extra to help those neighbors in need. While DHS administers the program throughout the year to help families to continue to meet to try to make the most of each day, it's a special time here in the holiday season that we want to make sure everyone has a little bit more joy in their life. These organizations do heroic work in normal times, but as we're on the front lines of Pennsylvanians most affected by the loss of SNAP, we've recently had an opportunity to give back more and more throughout food pantries and our food banks, as we had, as of yesterday, no federal budget. We were able to ultimately secure additional food throughout the Commonwealth, and it really has been something where without that federal budget and without that SNAP benefit, we had seen an increased need across the Commonwealth. We're very grateful that we now are able to start delivering those benefits today. I'm extremely proud to work with so many kind-hearted state employees who have concerns for our fellow Pennsylvanians and who help make the holidays better and brighter for families we serve. Thank you again to Secretary Walker. Thank you to all the agencies that participate in Holiday Wish, and I truly wish you all a wonderful holiday season. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Deputy Barnes. I appreciate that, and thank you for everything your agency has been doing for Pennsylvanians over the last few months. It's truly inspiring work. So that's the end of our program today. We have some cookies over here if you'd like to enjoy those. So happy holidays, and thank you everyone for attending. Thanks. ready to bring a smile to a child's face. It's one of those uniquely L&I traditions that reminds us what our work really means: protecting people's safety. Secretary of Labor, Nancy Walker.
Good morning, everyone. And as Trevor said, this is, according to Labor and Industry, our official start to the holiday season. It's wonderful to be here with Executive Deputy Secretary Andrew Barnes from DHS. Welcome to anyone from DHS who's here today. Welcome to the people from the Department of Labor and Industry, all our colleagues and friends.
Our opportunities for SNAP, maybe some additional needy programs, and ultimately, if you have a desire to participate in the Holiday Wish program. People turn to DHS, obviously, when they're facing impossible choices, sometimes between whether they put
What should it feel like?
Like the weird squishy. Oh, like he's probably like something like this, like that weird squishy stuff. Anything.
So this is the official launch to the holiday season, whatever your holiday season is here at Labor and Industry. It's the holiday drive that DHS sponsors every year. We get it started here at Labor and Industry with all of the stuffed toys and animals that have been inspected by our Bureau of Occupational and Industrial Safety.
And why is it important to inspect toys like this?
So our Bureau of Occupational and Industrial Safety inspects toys to make sure that there is no small parts for choking, that they're not flammable, that they're made of appropriate materials, and that they're labeled accordingly, to make sure that when Pennsylvania families go into stores and they select stuffed toys and animals, that they know that they're safe for their kids.
Do you think that's something that parents or adults overlook when they're buying, children's toys and gifts?
I think because our Bureau of Occupational and Industrial Safety does such an excellent job, I think Pennsylvania families take for granted that when toys are on the shelf, that Pennsylvania has already said that they're safe for their families.
And there's some sort of a symbol or a sticker on the toy or something like that?
There is specific labeling for Pennsylvania that appears on toys that haven't passed inspection in Pennsylvania.
Okay. And is that for all toys made in America and overseas? All toys or just certain ones that are imported?
So every stuffed animal or stuffed toy of any nature in Pennsylvania has to be inspected, regardless of its origin, where it was manufactured. It has to get through our rigorous testing policies before it gets the label and can appear in Pennsylvania stores.
Secretary Walker, what's your favorite toy that you've seen?
So I have to say, this year I found the red dragon particularly striking, but I rescued this cat that was alarmingly lifelike out of the bin, thinking that perhaps it was in fact lifelike. So I found two that I like this year. Behind me is 1,086 toys. That is a 45% increase from last year and the most toys that we've inspected this year. So our Bureau of Occupational and Industrial Safety has been very busy this holiday season.
So really appreciate the partnership with our agency, Labor and Industry. The Pennsylvania Department of Human Services sponsors a Holiday Wish program every year. The Holiday Wish program serves hundreds of Pennsylvanians every year for families in need that would be working with our county assistance offices. So when individuals need help and they're looking for benefits, whether it be SNAP benefits for food, LIHEAP for heat, housing assistance, they come to a county assistance office. We have them in every county across Pennsylvania, and those families can say, hey, I need a little help this holiday season. Is there anything you can do? The Holiday Wish program sponsors a family. We make sure individuals have access to clothing, maybe a bed, maybe car seats, whatever their needs are for Christmas. And there's nothing better than when you get the opportunity to put some stuffed toys that Labor and Industry has already certified as safe for all of our Pennsylvanians. Having children myself, now 17 and 14, there was nothing better seeing children opening up a present, and especially a stuffed animal. So it really is just a great area where we have that partnership. Several agencies across the state, including the Department of Corrections, Military Veterans Affairs, Labor and Industry, the Governor's Office, our agency, and many more participate every year. Department of Education participate every year to sponsor a family, and we want to make sure those families have access not only to needs every Christmas, but also something special.
And this year was more generous than last, correct?
Yeah, when the Secretary mentioned that we had over 1,082 stuffed animals, here they come to get the stuffed animals. What a special gift it is. That's more and more families that we can serve, and it's just really an exciting time. Sorry, they're coming in to pick them up. Thank you very much.